Yo, what is up, guys? It is Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Hope you guys are having a good holiday, or had a good holiday, I should say, because this video might not even make it up today. But, I'm actually heading up to the shop for a little bit, heading over to my sister's for dinner, and then, so I figured I'd kill some time in the morning, finish up everything that I did not get done last night. Probably gonna get the battery tray mounted. Just slowly start putting everything together on the inside. It's daylight out. I can actually get the car all the way out. I can do everything that I need to do. So, I'm just gonna jump into it, man. Let's get it done. So in the last video, I got the wiring ran back here. I still have to cut this at some point and put a inline fuse holder, but I do have all of my holes marked for my billet battery tray. I do have a center punch as well as a step bit that I'm going to be drilling these out with. So I'm going to try and get the camera situated so that you guys can watch what I'm doing and do it. Alright, so I have the battery box. It's not even bolted down. I don't have nuts on the bottom of these. But one thing that I did not like about this kit was the fact that you're supposed to be mounting it to your body panel, and it didn't come with washers for the actual nuts. These are washers that I'm providing, but it did come with the nuts to bolt it through. I don't know, to me I just feel like it was a weird concept that they didn't include the washers, because I mean, you're clamping two, like, I don't know, 18 gauge pieces of sheet metal together. So I just feel like it would have been a little more added protection, but I'm not an engineer, so there's that. But the car all the way outside today, and we're gonna get some stuff done. I can feel it. You can feel it. Hey, yo, so I got the battery tray, not the battery tray, properly mounted. I did go ahead and take the spare tire out because I think I am going to use this as my main grounding point. Please excuse all of this. Yeah, we're gonna pretend none of that's there. It's really not that bad. I actually think this right here is some of the worst, but yeah, I mean, this is all just surface rust, and there's a piece of metal in my finger now. God, I love that. Ooh. But yeah, so I am going to sand this down to bare metal, and I am going to get my ground strap bolted in. Yo. So I got the ground done. As you can see, I did add 2 extra 10mm bolts, and well, I had 99 problems, but a ground ain't one, I guess. And that's gonna wrap that up. After that, I think I'm gonna get my my distribution block put in. That is actually going to go. I haven't figured out where I'm mounting it yet, but I'm gonna find a 10mm bolt and just mount it to it, and then I gotta get my all my plugs hooked back up. This car is an absolute mess right now. I have stuff thrown all over the place. Keep throwing it from front to back as I'm working on different parts of the car, but I think I'm about buttoned up on the back of the car. So all right, so since I have daylight, I wanted to show you guys how I ran the battery cable. So there's a little hole right there, and I ran it through there. And it's actually going to be sitting just like this. It's gonna run up there. Back seat's gonna be in here. Got the plastic covers. Only thing I need to figure out is how to tuck it down in that corner, because it needs to go down there like that. So I think what I'm gonna get is like one of those the conduit holders. It's like a little loop, and then you just put a screw through it and it'll hold it there. Not 100% certain, but yeah, I mean, it's run all the way up through here, all along the floorboard. And now what I have to figure out is how much of this I'm actually going to need, so that I can start getting my junction block installed, because this is what's going to direct the main power into these 2 wires. I believe this one as well. No, just these 2 go to the positive terminal. This one goes to the alternator, I do believe. So these 2 are going to be going into these 2 ports, and then this accepts a 1-aught wire, and this is a 2-aught, which is a slight smaller, but you know, I chose that because I think a 1-aught is overkill, and I still wanted to be able to manage it inside of the car. You know, if you're doing a battery relocation, do not go get the solid copper wire from Home Depot. Spend the money on some quality automotive oriented cables. It's gonna suit you a lot better in the long run. I actually tried that probably 10 years ago, and it did not work out. So, you know, we learned from our mistakes, and here we are with some 2-aught wire, and we are ready to get all of the power supply situated. I am going to take a little bit of time to clean up all of this wiring. It is so ugly, and that's going to help me determine where exactly I'm going to put everything. Alright guys, real quick, just wanted to explain what I'm doing. So, as you can see down in there, there are little pins. Alright, so since these are not actually going to be encased in a plastic harness anymore, I went ahead, so you can see, I'm putting heat shrink on them to just about where they go into the tube for that. That way, you know, once I have both of these, I can't really plug it in with one hand, but once they are in there, they won't be able to touch each other. And that is huge because this is my alternator, 75 amp main fusible link, and I cannot have that blow or the car will not run. So next up, I'm going to start taking these fuses out. Same thing, there's little pins inside of them. Once I pull the fuse out, might be able to see them on one of these. So all the way deep down inside of them, I have a really small pick that can get up in that tight little space and get those out. Alright, so quick little update. There was actually a fuse here that needed to be moved back to this spot, and that is because, as you can see right here, this is actually a 3-pin kind of distribution power supply for these 3 fuses. So what I did is, so that I can utilize these first 3 spots, I went ahead and moved the fuse that was right here back to where this orange wire was up here. So I moved it so that I can use 3 fuse spaces in a row, and that's looking like it doesn't even want to go in. Okay, so as you can see, this is empty. This relay right here is for my fog lights. I know that, so I am not too worried about it. And I know that because of this wire is actually the same wire that I have going to the fog lights. Now, I have all of this in and ready to go. So this is actually my radiator fan high speed relay. So what I did, so that you can see, these are the 3 that I just put in, and this fog light one is now right here. So top to bottom, we have my alternator, my AC, and my audio starting right here. My fog light relay is actually out, and then I have my radiator fan high relay where my fog light was. Alright guys, so I ended up losing all of my progress, but you know, came over to my sister's house, you know, had a little nice family dinner. It's been a nice day. I got a lot of work done on the car. I got the whole trunk ready to go. The wiring's all squared away. Say hi to YouTube, Mom. Hey, there we go. But, you know, it is what it is, man. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, let me know. Subscribe, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you guys next time. We're going to get her done.